You've been told it all your life. Walk every day and you'll stay healthy, live longer, and keep your independence. But what if I told you that walking too much, especially after age 70, might quietly be doing more harm than good? Think about this for a moment. You wake up, slip on your walking shoes, and head out for your daily stroll, proud that you're staying active. But by the afternoon, your knees ache, your energy feels drained, and you find yourself needing a nap, just to get through the rest of the day. Is this just aging, or is something else happening beneath the surface? Here's the mysterious part. What if your ability to walk without feeling pain or exhaustion says more about your future than any doctor ever could? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay strong, steady, and full of life well into their 90s, while others start declining rapidly not long after retirement? The answer isn't always about how much you move, but how smartly you move. It turns out walking daily after 70 isn't always the golden ticket we once believed. In fact, when done the wrong way or in the wrong amount, it might actually speed up aging. And here's the kicker. Some doctors are now sounding the alarm, warning older adults to rethink how and how often they walk each day. So in this video, we're diving into the surprising science behind walking and aging, and how too much of this healthy habit can lead to fatigue, joint pain, and even heart stress. But more importantly, we'll explore what to do instead, how to walk smarter, protect your strength, and extend your mobility well into the future. If you've ever felt that your legs get tired too quickly, or you're walking regularly but not seeing the benefits you expected, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to adjust your walking routine to match your body's needs after 70. And trust me, the last tip is the one most people miss, but it can make the biggest difference in keeping you strong and independent. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. If you enjoy this kind of practical advice, please type 1 in the comments. If it's not for you, type 0. Your feedback helps me improve and create better content just for you. Let's get started. Point 1. Too much walking can lead to muscle loss, not strength now. Here's something most people don't know. After age 70, your body naturally starts losing muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. And while walking seems like a gentle, effective form of exercise, it doesn't do much to maintain or rebuild muscle. In fact, too much of it, without any strength training, might actually accelerate muscle loss. Why? Because walking is mostly a cardio activity. It works your heart and lungs, sure, but it doesn't challenge your muscles enough to trigger growth or preservation. And when you're already losing about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year after 70, that adds up fast. Over time, your legs may feel weaker even though you're walking every day. You're active yet somehow losing strength. Sound familiar? What's worse, when your muscles shrink, your joints have to do more work to keep you moving. That's when aches start showing up, especially in your knees and hips. Suddenly, that healthy daily walk becomes something that wears you down rather than builds you up. So what should you do instead? Don't stop walking, but don't rely on it alone. Add simple strength exercises like chair squats, resistance band leg lifts, or heel raises. Just a few minutes a day can help preserve the muscle you need to keep walking safely for years to come. Point 2. Joint damage builds quietly, and walking too long can speed it up. Let's move on to another danger that's even more overlooked: the slow wear and tear of your joints. As we age, the cartilage that cushions our joints naturally thins. That's normal. But combine that with long daily walks, especially on hard surfaces like sidewalks or pavement, and you may be unknowingly grinding your knees, hips, and ankles down even faster. Doctors call this mechanical overload. When you walk too far or too long without proper rest or support, your joints don't get time to recover. The result? Chronic inflammation, cartilage breakdown, and a higher risk of arthritis flare-ups or even falls. And here's the real twist. Many older adults are unknowingly walking with poor posture, tight hips, or old shoes that offer zero support. These small issues multiply over time, turning healthy habits into a fast track to joint damage. What can you do about it? Start with moderation. Instead of walking every single day for 60+ minutes, aim for 20-30 minutes every other day with rest or light stretching in between. And invest in good walking shoes with proper arch support. They're worth every penny when you're protecting the only joints you've got. If you're still watching and finding this information valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're still here. Your engagement helps more people see this video, and I truly appreciate every comment and share. Now that we've covered the hidden risks of muscle loss and joint overload, let's move on to something even more surprising: how your heart may actually be under strain without you realizing it. If you thought joint damage and muscle loss were surprising side effects of too much walking after 70, wait until you hear what it could be doing to your heart. Let's dive deeper. Point 3. Too much walking can quietly strain the aging heart. Walking is often recommended for heart health, and in many cases, it absolutely helps. But here's the part few doctors ever mention. Walking, especially brisk or prolonged sessions, can actually place hidden stress on the cardiovascular system if you're over 70. See, as we age, our arteries naturally become less flexible. The heart has to work harder to pump blood through stiffer vessels. If you're walking long distances every day, without monitoring how your heart is responding, it's easy to push yourself into a state called cardiovascular overexertion. This isn't something that shows up immediately. It builds quietly. You might feel a little more tired after your walks, or notice that your heart races longer than it used to. Some older adults even mistake these signs for normal aging. But what's happening is more serious. The heart isn't recovering the way it once did. And there's another issue: undetected arrhythmias. Many seniors develop irregular heart rhythms as they age, like atrial fibrillation. These conditions often go unnoticed but can be triggered, or worsened, by prolonged unstructured cardio, like walking without breaks. One study showed that seniors, walking over 10,000 steps a day without interval rest, had higher markers of cardiovascular fatigue. Another found that moderate walking, when combined with strength training and adequate rest, actually supported better heart resilience than daily walking alone. So what's the takeaway here? If you're over 70, you don't need to walk more. You need to walk smarter. Monitor your heart rate. Pay attention to how you feel after your walk. Do you feel energized or drained? That's a signal worth listening to. And always check in with your doctor if you feel tightness in your chest, irregular heartbeats, or shortness of breath during or after walking. Point 4. How to walk smarter. The Zone 2. Solution. Let's talk solutions, because walking isn't the enemy. In fact, it's still one of the most powerful tools for aging well, but only when done with intention. Doctors and fitness experts are now promoting something called Zone 2 walking for older adults. This isn't just a trend. It's a safe, science-backed approach to maintaining endurance without taxing the heart or joints. Zone 2 walking is low-intensity, steady-state movement. The goal is to move at a pace where you can still breathe through your nose and hold a conversation without gasping for air. You're not trying to get your heart pounding. You're gently stimulating your cardiovascular system while staying in a recovery-safe range. Here's how to do it. Walk for 20-40 minutes, 4 to 5 times per week. Keep your pace relaxed. Imagine you're walking with a friend and chatting easily. Skip the steep hills or uneven trails if they make your heart rate spike. Add 2 rest days, or alternate with stretching, tai chi, or light resistance workouts. This method builds endurance, helps regulate blood pressure, and supports fat burning, without the wear and tear of fast-paced or long-distance walks. It's also far more sustainable and safer for seniors with joint issues or heart conditions. And if you're thinking, but I enjoy my long walks, great. The key is balance. Break them into shorter chunks, add seated rest in between, and, above all, listen to how your body responds, not what the fitness tracker says. Because at this stage of life, recovery is just as important as movement. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, please comment the number 3 below and hit that like button. It tells me you're engaged. and that this kind of content is making a difference for you. This channel exists for people like you, people who care about living well and aging wisely. Now that we've covered how walking affects your muscles, joints, and heart, and how to fix it, it's time to talk about one of the most overlooked mistakes that can quietly sabotage your daily routine. Let's continue now. So far, we've covered how walking too much after 70 can weaken muscles, damage joints, and strain your heart, especially when done without proper balance. But there's another part of this puzzle that might be quietly working against you. The way you recover. Let's dig deeper. Point 5. The recovery trap. Why many seniors feel worse. Despite staying active, you might be doing everything right. You walk daily, eat fairly well, stay hydrated, and avoid bad habits. Yet somehow your legs feel heavier, your back aches more often, and you're more tired than energized. After your routine, what's going on? This is what doctors and physical therapists call frailty overload. It's a condition where the body, particularly after 70, doesn't bounce back the way it used to. While a 45-year-old might recover from a long walk in an hour, a 75-year-old might need a full day or more. The mistake? We often don't give ourselves that recovery time. When your recovery is incomplete, it creates a compounding effect. Fatigue builds, soreness lingers, and motivation drops. Worse yet, your immune system and nervous system begin to perceive walking not as exercise, but as chronic stress. And here's the emotional side of it. Many older adults feel guilty for skipping a day. They think, if I don't keep moving, I'll lose everything. But the truth is, rest is not laziness. It's a critical part of the health equation. Without it, your body can't rebuild muscle, repair cartilage, or reset your energy systems. The good news? It doesn't take much to recover smarter. Build in recovery days. Try walking 4 times a week instead of every day, and use the off days for gentle stretching, yoga, or even simply resting. Hydrate and refuel after your walks. A protein-rich snack and enough water can help muscles repair and reduce soreness. Take note of how you feel the next day. If you're groggy, stiff, or sluggish, that's not just aging. It's a recovery signal you shouldn't ignore. Point. Here's the sneaky mistake. Walking without variety. Here's a truth bomb. Walking is great, but walking alone doesn't cover all your movement needs after 70. Why? Because walking uses the same muscles in the same motion every time. That leads to something called pattern overload, where muscles, tendons, and joints are used repetitively without variation. Over time, this imbalance can lead to tight hips, weak glutes, poor posture, and even back pain. It's like eating only one type of food. It might be healthy, but without variety, you're missing nutrients. Same with movement. You need variety to stay balanced and functional. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine 2 seniors. One walks 10,000 steps every day. The other walks 5,000 steps 3 times a week, but also does light strength training, some chair yoga, and occasional swimming. Guess who's more resilient? It's not about quantity, it's about movement quality. So here's how to add variety without ditching your walks. Incorporate light strength training 2 times a week. Bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, or resistance band pulls are enough. Stretch after walks, especially focusing on hips, calves, and lower back. Change your surfaces. Walk on grass, trails, or a cushioned track occasionally instead of only pavement. Different textures challenge your muscles in new healthy ways. Add lateral movement. Side steps or grapevine walking patterns can wake up muscles you don't usually engage. This kind of variety keeps your body agile, your posture tall, and your joints more protected. It might sound simple, but this shift is what helps 70-year-olds stay moving like 50-year-olds. If you've made it this far, you clearly care. So please comment number 5 below to let me know you're on this journey with us. And if you're ready to take control of your health with smarter, safer strategies, subscribe for more life-changing tips. We're just getting started. Now that we've talked about the recovery mistakes and the dangers of walking without variety, it's time to pull it all together and reveal the exact strategy you can use to make walking a lifelong ally, not a quiet threat. You've made it this far, and by now you understand why walking too much after 70, when done without balance, can lead to muscle loss, joint pain, heart strain, poor recovery, and movement imbalances. But here's the most important part. You don't need to stop walking. You just need to walk smarter. Let's pull all of this together with a clear, actionable strategy you can start today. Point 7. The Smart Senior Walking Formula. What doctors now recommend. Most doctors now agree that after 70, less can be more when movement is done with intention. It's about walking in a way that strengthens you, not drains you. Here's the walking plan that longevity-focused doctors now suggest for older adults. Frequency: 3 to 5 times per week. Duration: 20-40 minutes per session. Pace: slow to moderate. You should be able to breathe through your nose and speak comfortably. Terrain: mix it up. Some days on pavement, other days on grass or a cushioned surface. Post-walk routine: always stretch. Target your calves, hips, and lower back. Hold each stretch for 15 to 30 seconds. Footwear: use supportive walking shoes with shock-absorbing soles. Replace them every 6 to 12 months, depending on use. If you're feeling energized, great. Stick with it. But if you're feeling fatigued or sore, scale it back. Rest days are not optional after 70. They're essential. Even professional athletes rest. Your body, after decades of wear and tear, needs those rest days to repair muscle fibers, regulate inflammation, and reset your energy. Point 8. Combine walking with these 3 simple add-ons to truly make walking beneficial and avoid the silent backfire effect. We need to pair it with a few other key habits. These don't require gym memberships or hours of time, just a few simple adjustments, mini strength sessions. After your walk, or on non-walking days, do 10 minutes of body weight strength moves, or chair squats, 10 wall push-ups, 10 standing leg lifts each side, 20 seconds of calf raises. These help protect muscles and joints, improve balance, and prevent falls. Hydration plus protein. Intake: after age 70, your body needs more protein to maintain muscle. Within an hour after your walk, aim for a snack with 15-20 grams of protein. A boiled egg, a protein shake, or Greek yogurt works wonders. And always hydrate. Your joints depend on it. Mindful monitoring. Keep a small notebook or use your phone to track how you feel after walks. Record your energy levels, soreness, mood, and sleep. Over time, patterns will appear, and you'll know exactly what your body thrives on. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Final thoughts. Walking is a tool, not a cure. All you've heard people say, just keep moving. And while that's true, how you move matters just as much as the movement itself. Walking is powerful, but after 70 it must be paired with variety, strength, and most importantly, recovery. Remember, your body isn't broken, it's just aging. And aging well means listening carefully to what it needs. Sometimes that means walking a little less, stretching a little more, or simply pausing to rest without guilt. You deserve to feel strong, steady, and confident. Not because you're pushing yourself every day, but because you're working with your body, not against it. So next time you lace up your shoes, ask yourself, am I walking for health, or am I walking out of habit? That one question can change everything. If you've learned something new today, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing that stood out to you, or one change you plan to make. Your insights don't just help me, they inspire others reading the comments to take action too. If you haven't yet, subscribe for more science-based tips on aging strong, living longer, and moving with purpose. And if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Show it to others who need it. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, walk wisely, and we'll see you in the next video.